Welcome back, welcome back. I hope you guys doing alright. Get you nice and ready for this nice little rabbit hole we're going down.
Diddy invited me over for dinner a couple months ago.
Shit, yeah, I saw that.
He told me, he gave me a piece of advice. He said, I've been documenting everything in my life since 1992 or whatever it was. He's like,
Yeah, I saw that.
He told me, he gave me a piece of advice. He said, I've been documenting everything in my life since 1992 or whatever it was. He's like, I have footage of everything.
You already know what it is. It's your boy Laid Back with another party at Diddy crib in LA. This was the beginning of 2020. You know what I mean? Diddy had put everybody else out the crib, like the influx of people he had put them out. But he had took a liking to me in particular around the time, man. It was really, you know what I mean, like putting his arm around me.
Right.
So he had put majority of the people out, but he allowed me to stay in there. Mm-hmm. Me and maybe about 15 others.
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being two of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put it into perspective of the type of maybe about 15 others.
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being two of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put it into perspective of the type of company I was in
right
at the moment, And then what? Maybe about 15 others,
Right.
Jay-Z and Beyonce being, two of the other 15 people in the room. So that'll just put it into perspective of the type of company I was in
right
at the moment, And then what?
My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Barone.
Ava Combs? Yes, it's breaking news. Diddy adopted a white child. I want you to tell them the story about how I adopted you. But you still have beautiful parents but you're my child also. But please tell the story.
You're my child also.
On the streets, and then Papa Combs decided that he would like to be a caring man. So then he saw me and decided to pick me up.
What?
And said to come inside and play with the kids.
A man seen me on the street and came and picked me up.
Hey, that's like a little bit like borderline suspect. I don't want nobody, we want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids, Charlize Theron, everybody that's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could,
We ain't gonna let you pass that up.
Yeah. That's like a little bit like borderline suspect.
I'm sure my wolves understand.
I don't want nobody, we want to get it clear. I adopted you like Madonna adopted kids and everybody else adopted kids, Charlize Theron, everybody that's ever adopted Sandra Bullock. I adopted you because I felt that you could, enjoy also having a black parent to take care of you and help you out. So, just clarify it because it's crazy out here online. So I played with the kids and I got permission.
Crazy online. Nah, no, it's not.
It's crazy out there in the world. It's just fine online. Nobody can touch each other. Fair use.
So Jay-Z had a problem. He started a record label with his two friends, but it wasn't working out anymore. Through pure grinding, they turned their label Rockefeller Records into a massive business, but that much...
If you watch enough of my videos, you'll hear me talk about the two brothers. The infinite battle that will forever go upon man. You know, like Cain and Abel, Esau and Jacob, you know? David versus Goliath, you know? You know? Well, you know now.
He started to go to Dame's head. That boy started acting real different. He started making business decisions without consulting Jay-Z and Biggs, the other guy. He started firing people, hiring people, telling Jay-Z to show up in this movie, show up in that movie. Everybody was getting a little sick of it. But most importantly, he had a way of pissing people off. He heard that Jay-Z was having secret meetings with Def Jam, so he storms into one of these meetings with the label executive and starts going ballistic, cussing everybody out. This white dude gets up and leaves and says, "That's what I thought. You shouldn't even be in this room talking about my culture anyway." But little did they know Jay-Z had a plan. Now, I want you to pay attention. So Dame, Jay-Z, and their other partner owned 50% of Rockefeller. 25% was owned by Def Jam, and the other 25%, making it a total of 100%, was owned by another company. But Def Jam and that other random company were owned by one parent company. This is how a lot of companies work to trick you into thinking that you own most of your company. Def Jam says, "Oh, I only own 25%, you own 50%. The other company goes, "Oh, I only own 25%, you own 50%. But they're both secretly owned by one company, so technically you own 50% and they own 50%.
For my fellow YouTuber, when you say, "I wonder if it's really true what's going on in the rap game, because I was doing my CIA and people are playing games in the rap game and der. Well,
So now all it takes is for shareholders to make a decision and you're out of a company. And here's where the finesse happens. Def Jam, who owns 25%, calls up Jay-Z, Dame Dash, and Biggs and says, "Hey, we'd like to buy the rest of the 50% from you guys for $50 million. What do you say?" Jay-Z said, "Should we do it?" Dame said, "Yeah, we should do it. Because really, all we're doing is selling the shares of the company. We're still going to run the company." Jay-Z says, "Yeah, Dame, you're fired." Dame says, "I'm not fired. You sold your shares of the company too." Jay-Z says, "Oh, you know what, bro? They hired me as the president of Def Jam."
So that makes me your boss. So they talked to each other, and he said, "Yeah, I think we should, we went this Rockefeller shit, every rap group fizzles out eventually. And, we can get $50 million right now. You know what we can do with $50 million? We can start recruiting other artists and making a new thing. And building off what, get it?" And he didn't know, though, that the dudes behind them told Jay-Z, "Yeah, sell all your shit. That way it'll convince him to sell yours, and then he's going to say, fuck it. You're doing it, I'm doing it." Little did he know that they're going to make him president anyway, so all that money he thinks he's just, no, now you get it? You're getting more money. You're getting rid of the old corny company. You're becoming the president of everything. And now you get to do your own thing, and get this guy out of your way, because black people don't know business as well as we think we know business. On the bigger scale, if he didn't do that, well, would he be where he is. Because I keep hearing about this magic door you gotta go through. And if you don't go through the magic door, then you gotta do it on your own. That's it. And then they show you that we're the ones that put people on TV. You're nobody. You could be the greatest rapper in the world. If I don't put you on the fucking TV, you're nobody. You're just a really good rapper. You gotta do it from the mud. There's no other way for you. You have to literally go from state to state to state. You want to be famous everywhere? You gotta go everywhere.
So I'm actually your boss now. Dame says, "What? Slow down. Hold on. What do you say?" Jay-Z said, "Yeah, bro, we technically sold our shares of the company. So since Def Jam now owns Rockefeller, I'm your boss, bro. Well, I was your boss." Biggs, the third dude, said, "Damn, he got your ass. Damn, I'm not gonna hold you." Jay said, "Yeah, bro, you fired too, though." Biggs said, What you mean, bro? We go way back." JC said, "What do you do? The TikToker couldn't even talk about you in the video." Biggs said, Dame said, "I'm not gonna hold you, big. You actually really didn't do anything. Matter of fact, Jay-Z wanted to get rid of you a long time ago, but I told him not to." Jay-Z said, "How about this though, y'all? Y'all know it's my dream to own all of my music. Def Jam gave me back all the masters of my music when I became president. If y'all..."
Because that would make you one of the greatest artists of all time. Even if you're not even really selling a lot of records, it doesn't matter what anybody fucking would say to you. If you own all your masters to all your music, you are the greatest, smartest fucking rapper ever. Why? Because you did what nobody else did, and it doesn't matter how good they are, they don't own their shit. You know, like Mayweather keeps telling everybody, like, I don't care about what the fuck you say about me. I don't care about none of that shit. My career says 50-0. You can say I only fought this and I only did this and did. It doesn't matter. In my time, I'm that nigga. I did what all the other boxers didn't do. I went and opened up my own company. I went and did things so I get paid off all my fights. That's why I'm the richest boxer ever. That's why Mayweather makes more money than all the other boxers. Because he figured out the fucking game. And then he said, you know what? I'm worth a lot more than I think. And, let's work out a deal. Let's stop playing around. I'm not them. I don't care what you think. And they said, okay, you smart. We'll give you some real money. What you consider real money. But don't you ever cross that fucking line and ask for real money. You keep your fucking ass happy with them hundreds of thousands and... I got $1 billion! I'm rich, bitch ass niggas! I got $1 billion!
"So give me the masters to the first album we created. I'll let y'all keep the name Rockefeller." Dame and Big said, "That's what you really want, huh, Jay?" Jay-Z said, "Y'all know it's my dream." They said, "Psych, we're not giving it to you, stupid." Jay-Z said, "I'm giving you a record label for some songs. It's a pretty good deal." Big said, petty gang, I'm never giving it back." Jay-Z said, "Dame, talk some sense in it."
You can say it's petty game, but it's more of... I just got screwed out of the biggest fucking thing ever. I'm about to get left behind and forgotten. Like, I didn't put all this work in. Like, I didn't do all this, put this money up and spend all this time building up this name Rockefeller and all these things. And the man that I put all my fucking efforts into is now firing me and cutting me out the deal. Now, I'm not saying Dane's good, Jay's good. I'm not there. I don't know what really happened. This man's just speaking. All I do know is I seen interviews with Dame saying the same similar things and Jay-Z saying the same similar things of why they don't fuck with each other no more. And it just blows my mind how they trick us so much to destroy ourselves.
And Dame said, I don't like you. So the three parted ways. Jay-Z went on to make some great business moves, and he's Jay-Z. Biggs, I believe, went to prison. He got out, and then he did some things. Dame Dash went on to work for Universal, but he still bullied and disrespected people, and he wanted them to make him president so he could have the same status as Jay-Z. So bad that they fired him.
Did you know that J. Cole is Jay-Z's nephew? Did you know that? I never knew that. Did you know that the first person Jay-Z ever signed was J. Cole? I mean, it would make sense, he's your nephew, right?
So Diddy likes putting his hands on people, so let me tell you about a story where somebody put their hands on him. See, Diddy had a problem. It was a dark and stormy night, maybe, and he found himself in a heated argument with a man named J. Cole. Now, if y'all don't know this by now, Diddy has a history of violent anger issues.
Every time he says the name J. Cole, put in your mind Jay-Z's nephew.
But the issues usually last pretty quickly because nobody really wants to mess with Diddy like that. But you see, this argument was lasting kind of long. Jermaine Cole wasn't backing down. The problem wasn't the argument itself. The problem was where he was having the argument. See, Diddy and Jay-Z were hosting an after party from the VMAs. Now, this was a very professional party. Beyonce, Jay-Z, Rihanna, everyone is there.
If you could say there's two kings in this story, who are the two kings? Who are the two brothers in this story?
They're promoting their drinks. Then enter Kendrick Lamar. He walks in to see his buddy Jermaine Cole arguing with Diddy. Diddy walks away. Then Kendrick finds out why they were arguing in the first place. It's the same reason why Drake and Kendrick Lamar was arguing. Because of Kendrick Lamar's verse on a song named Control. See, what Diddy and Drake have in common is they're known to be very sensitive. In this verse, he says he wants to take on all the rappers in friendly competition. This pisses Drake off, and that's what led to their feud today. He also says that he's the king of New York. Now, Kendrick Lamar is a diabolical supervillain for saying this. Now, if you're from New York, you already know how big of a deal this is. Saying you're the king of New York goes back to the Biggie Smalls, Jay-Z, Nas era. It's not to be taken lightly. Kendrick Lamar is from Los Angeles, California. So saying that is kind of like an insult, but he was so good in the verse, he kind of got away with it. He said, I'm the king of New York and the West Coast. One hand, I juggle them both.
So, now you know why Kendrick said those bars. Because in black people's mind, there really is a king of New York. In the rap world. In the drug world, on the corner, in the boxing world. You get it? Everywhere, everybody wants to be the king. And when you do things, you know, you get that legendary status. Now, a lot of men wanted to be king of New York, but then, you know, Biggie came. And then when Biggie went bye-bye, it solidified him no matter what. No matter who you think you are, no one can surpass him because he died. He's the fallen king that everyone will love forever. And no matter if you get better or not, you're not better than him. Because, why? I don't know. In the real world, you know, there's always a new king because they get better. In the world of fucking this fake ass reality that's in people's brains, there's only one king forever. The fuck out of here with that shit.
I had to go,
The only one king forever is my father.
Diddy said, psych, you good. Yeah, I forgot to mention that Diddy was a part of this King of New York era as well. In fact,
oh, yeah, I think he would be saying that he's the king of New York too, because, you know, Diddy's not just the fucking guy dancing in videos. He actually put albums out. He made money. He did things in rap, so he gets to throw himself in there. And then, you know, all the power that he had and all of this, you know, who the fuck was really the king of New York? You get it? You can talk that shit, but if anybody was the capo of New York in the rap industry, it was Diddy. You see how everyone's running their mouth now, but 2 years ago, a year ago, no one said anything. You know why? Because nobody fucking says nothing to the king, nigga.
This is how his whole career started. He discovered Biggie. Now, here's where things start to get wicked. Dranks is being drunk. Drake is performing on stage. Diddy sees J. Cole and Kendrick sitting next to each other. He goes, oh, cool, both my ops in one location. Diddy walk over and say, now it's all quiet, or J. Cole stand up and say, who quiet? Diddy go, God damn, security, don't he look taller than the pictures? Lord. Diddy go, yup. Fayetteville hood, baby. And at this point proceeds to talk crazy to Diddy. And these boys going back and forth. Jay-Z looks at J. Cole manager like, J. Cole manager. And these boys are getting loud. Apparently Beyonce freaking out, telling them to calm down. Rihanna going, hey, yo, Drake slowing down his performance.
Alright, let me bring this into context because people are not understanding and I can feel your ignorance. We're talking about J. Cole, the fucking conscious, non-gangster, super fucking Jesus Christ ass nigga, running up in a party where the two biggest fucking artists in New York are promoting their drinks. You got Beyonce and Rihanna, all the biggest black stars in the world. You're telling me the most conscious nigga is gonna act like a fucking nigga? No! No! Doesn't make sense.
At one point, it's then said Diddy tries to spill a drink on Kendrick Lamar. J. Cole grabs his hand like, hold on, little boy. And then boys start going at it. It was chaos. Jay-Z grabs Beyonce to move her out the way. Bottles flying everywhere. Crews start jumping in. I assume Kendrick Lamar is standing in the back going, Jay-Z's guy, Emery, hops in and grabs.
Somebody was sitting in the background laughing, but it wasn't Kendrick.
J. Cole because he thinks J. Cole is doing something to Jay-Z. And I'm sure you can guess why they had to grab J. Cole and not Diddy. And apparently Diddy got a two-piece Southern style. Diddy's security guards then escort J. Cole out. Now I know what you're thinking. Uh-oh, J. Cole is in trouble. And wrong answer. See, Jay-Z walks back over upset at Diddy, telling him, hey, yo, that's my guy. Oh, I forgot to tell you. The first rapper ever signed to Jay-Z's label was J. Cole. He tells him, what are you doing scrapping with these young kids during our event? Think about it. This is right after the VMAs. Stars are here. Journalists are here. This is their event that they're hosting together. So Diddy goes on stage saying, everybody, it's over. Please have a good time. After the event, Diddy and J. Cole denied it happened. No journalist or anyone really mentioned it happened. This whole thing was
Why does he have horns in his background? Sound the horns!
hush hush. Until a few years ago when Diddy and J. Cole said, okay, it happened. And everyone was like, okay, yeah, it did happen. That was...
Okay, see, me being a studier of actual kings and actual fucking people that, you know, we learned and understood that there are certain things you do before you dethrone someone that's a wicked piece of shit. You have to reveal them. Because when you go to attack someone that everyone thinks is a good person, well, they're gonna attack you for attacking the king. So it seems like Diddy's been getting set up for a long time by a lot of different people. Because I like I said, it's a speculation. It's just me talking. But it's funny how these things happen. It's funny how the most educated of us do the most niggerish shit in front of journalists and everyone to see, knowing they're gonna report our niggerdom. But they'll tell you and me, the regular black man, don't act like a nigger on the street. Don't do this. Don't do that. Respect me. I will never act like, get the fuck out of here with your bullshits. Now this nigga's, and then, now years later, right? Diddy's getting Diddy bopped out of there, right? He mentioned Drake in there, and it's for a reason. It's because who was he at that time and at this time? He was the king too of actual speaking rap and the face of it. Get it? So we got the king of New York and the face of rap. And in the past, niggas don't like them. Now we're in the future and they're going bye-bye. They're getting assaulted. They're getting brutalized. Right? Right? See, that's why I don't dabble on these mere fears of men. It's so easy to see what's assumably going on. Now, why he would do that? Well, you know, there only can be one king. And now that spot's open. Except, unfortunately, people are doing supposedly what happened to Diddy. Now it seems like people are, you know, they're calling Jay out now, saying you do things. And Diddy told that white boy in the beginning of the video, I've recorded every fucking aspect of my life since 92, nigga. That means anybody that's ever been around him is on videotape. That means niggas is worried about those parties, but niggas need to be worried about those regular conversations. You see, I studied a man like Diddy once a long ago, and he's a man that was put on a lot of power and a lot of, you know, responsibilities. And since he knew he was on the wicked side of life, his somehow genius plan in his mind is, I'll just record everybody. And when the time comes of I gotta go bye-bye, I'm gonna let everybody know I'm not fucking going nowhere. I'll take a seat, but I'm not going anywhere. Because if I go bye-bye, those tapes are coming out. So you can get rid of me. But those things are on automatic. Soon as I go bye-bye, my fucking wolves and ninjas start releasing things. You know? See, when I realized that men do things and evil men constantly have to battle against themselves. Oh yeah, my father said the snake eating itself. A house divided cannot stand. You get it? That's why being wicked and shit is stupid. It's not stupid on a level of ignorance or no, it's just when you get onto that side, you should really know what the fuck you're getting into, and you need to really figure out if you're not about that on a certain level, don't go to certain levels. Why? Because there's no plan. What are you doing? What are you doing? You think you're gonna think of something that's gonna beat men that have dealt with many of you. Many. But I get it. This life's not fair. Not having things is not fair.
Hi everybody, welcome back to Spiral Society. What the fuck is going on with P. Diddy? And how in the world is the CIA involved with this? Why are they involved with everything? Let's talk about it.
Do we even fucking start?
I don't fucking know. Everything is fucked.
Everything is fucked. Everything is related. Everything is connected. We are the ones that are out of the loop. And clearly, everybody is on one. Everybody knows. Everybody's in it. So,
Except us, the peasants. We know nothing.
the peasants.
At least
But
we're
we
trying,
tried.
though.
Yes, we tried.
See?
First of all, you can't take people over without actually having a couple of the fucking peasants on the payroll. It's just the way things go.
Jinx, yep.
Thanks.
Yep.
Let's start with the CIA, because I think that lays the groundwork for what we're going to talk about with P. Diddy and what's going on right now in current events. So, the theory is, now there are some facts tied in with this theory, but it hasn't been proven, so it's largely, I guess you could say, a conspiracy theory.
People making shit
For the
up.
most part.
See, I don't like to say conspiracy theories. I don't like to say I got the truth. No, I like to say I like to think and compare this to this and this to that, and then we all get to figure out what the truth is. Eventually. Or we could just wait because, you know, they tell us the truth every couple of years, so what the fuck?
For the most part.
Kind of.
We'll separate fact from possible fiction
To be
here
continued.
tonight. So, the theory is that the CIA invented rap music,
Gangster rap.
gangster rap specifically, to fill prisons. Why would the CIA care about filling prisons?
I don't know if it's the CIA or whatever, the all kinds of... I don't give a fuck who did it. Did it come true? Since gangster rap came true, have black people not been incarcerating themselves? Literally more than slavery. There are more black men in fucking jail now than there was in slavery. Do you understand that? So did it work? I don't care who did what. Is it working? Does it work? And how do I stop myself from doing it?
And why would record executives and record labels care to help them? Well, here is where the facts come in. So, private prisons. BlackRock and Vanguard hold a lot of stock in the two companies that own about 99% of the private prisons in the USA.
Oh, okay.
And they also own Universal Music Records.
More than that, BlackRock and Vanguard also hold stock in Warner Music Group, Sony Music Entertainment, and Universal Music Group.
To name a
And
few.
those three record labels make up 90% of the rap hip hop catalog